Whenever you set a goal, there's an equal and opposite force working against it. We call that the universal resistance. It always happens. And the bigger the goal, the bigger the resistance. It's just like the entire universe is working against you. That's how it is. I don't know why, but that's how it works always. Something will happen. You set a goal that tomorrow morning you're going to go for a jog or something. It's going to rain. It's going to rain. It's going to be thunderstorm. There will be a cyclone. Something will happen. All right, there'll be a tiger sitting right outside of your house. Something will happen. All right, that's the universal resistance. And the bigger the goal, the bigger the resistance. So you've been thinking of changing your life, right? You've been thinking of setting new goals. It's been 3 months now into the new year. And you started out with New Year's resolutions. You stuck to it with maybe 2 weeks. And then? Gone. Same thing again and again. Default. I call that the default. So this is how your life has looked like. All right. Stage 1, I call it the realization. In this stage, you feel like, yeah, I'm fed up of this same shitty life that I'm living. I have to do something about it. I have to change something. All right. I have to become a new person. So you make a plan. You make a plan and you set your goals. I'm going to start that business. I'm going to build that dream physique. I'm going to get a girlfriend. I'm going to clean my room. I'm going to start journaling. I'm going to start meditating. I'm going to clean up my diet. Everything. You just set a plan and everything. You're in motion. All right. The adrenaline is rushing. You're overflowing with adrenaline. All right. Now here's come the stage 2. The stage 2, the implementation. Now you start doing the job. You put into you take action. All right. What happens? You're taking action and you're taking action and you're taking action. And you feel like you're not going anywhere. You're still stuck there. Here's when stage 3 comes in. The crisis. This is when you feel like you're burnt out. You feel like there's nothing happening. I don't see anything changing. Is it worth it? I'm working so hard. Is it worth it? That's what you're thinking. Yes, it's worth it. But you quit right then and there. You quit and then you go back to the default. That's where the universal resistance is at its fullest. When you're right at the cusp of achieving your goal, of achieving something that you've set in mind. Right there, you quit. Remember that gold story from the Great Depression in America? From the gold rush? Remember that gold story where somebody was digging? Alright, a family was digging. They got some gold. And then they kept on digging and digging and digging. But they did not get any gold. So they sold the mine. They sold the mine to where, I forgot whom they sold it to. But that guy whom they sold it to, he was a smart person. Alright, he went to the engineers and he hired a group of engineers, and they tested. The engineers did something and they found gold. It turned out that the gold was close to the distance where the last owners were digging. But they quit too early. And that man who bought the mine, he ended up becoming very, very rich. You know where that story comes from? It's a real story. It happened. It really happened. It comes from this book, right here. Think and Grow Rich. Right there. I got that story from there. Because I hear everybody talking about it. And I'm like, where did it come from? Well, when I bought this book and I started reading this book, by the way, it's a very good book. You should all read this book, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. So when I bought this book and I started reading it, I found that story. In the first chapter itself, I think so it's in the second chapter. It's a real story. Right at the cusp. They were like, it's not worth it. Why are we digging? Not worth it. Let's sell it. Sold it to the man. Man was intelligent. Hired the engineers. And damn, there's gold right there. Yeah. That's the thing. The crisis, stage 3. Then you go back to default. And then comes stage 5. Repeat. The repeat. You're like, again, back to stage 1. You're like, well, fuck, what am I doing? Yeah, I need to do something. Then again, stage 1, then stage 2 implementation, then stage 3 crises. This is not happening. Then you go back to stage 4. Repeat. It's not worth it. Repeat, default. Are you not sick and tired and exhausted of letting yourself down? No, just think about it. Are you not sick of that? Are you not sick of people talking down on you? People not respecting you? People not holding you or deeming you valuable? Are you not sick of being an unproductive human being? Brother, I think so. You're sick of that. It's time to take action. And remember, the universal resistance. It hits right there. Right at the crises. I told you, you set a goal, you want to go for a run the next morning, it's gonna rain. Something will happen. Some motherfucker's gonna die. Somebody will die, I don't know. Or something will happen. There'll be a tiger outside your door. What you must do is kick that tiger out and go for that run. That's what you must do. You're right there at the cusp. It's your choice. Do something about it. It's your life. This is, whenever you see that the universe is working against you, against the goal that you've set, it's working against you. You've set the goal and you want to do it, and something comes up. I told you some motherfucker's gonna die. Some fucking, I don't know, some tiger might be at the door, some lion, some group of wolves, who knows? A group of coyotes, you never know. Whenever you feel that, whenever you experience that, that is the universal resistance. And this is your sign to go all in. To not waste it. You jump over that hurdle. You cross the finish line. You do it no matter what, regardless of how you feel. You gotta show to the world that you're somebody. You deserve being great. You deserve greatness. You must show to the world, show it to all those people who have criticized you, talked down on you, who've insulted you, knowingly, unknowingly, directly, indirectly. And above all, you show it to yourself that you can do it. Okay, brother, there's a war against us. You know that. There is a war. We must fight the war. We must. We must resist. We must persist. We must persevere. We must stay consistent. We must be responsible, disciplined, strong, and tough. That's the only way to fight a war. You can't fight a war by being lazy, being weak, can you? Well, that's the alternative, and it's worse. You got to be strong. In life, you're alone. In the path of life, it's only you. God gave you free will. So make use of that free will. Stop whining. Get out there and do it. Don't think too much about the things that you do not require thinking. Think about the things that require thinking. How can I make my life better today, right now? Think about that. When you've done thinking, do it. Do it. Nobody cares. Nobody gives a fuck. Alright? You do it for yourself. That's what matters. That's what matters the most. For yourself. And then you save the world. If you yourself, you've not saved your own ass, how will you save the world's ass? Huh? You gotta save your ass first. Okay? This was a rant, okay? Please don't mind me, but it's a good rant. You needed that. I wish somebody talked to me like this when I was very young. I wished. That happened. So do it for yourself. Show it to yourself that you're worth something. You are somebody. You deserve what you want in life. So keep living, keep grinding, and watch this video next. Bye bye.